If you like cats too, then subscribe along. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here and speak to you and tell you a little bit about how I got to where I am today. And I'm trying to get into the habit of talking into the camera, but it feels a bit weird. Um, I wanted to tell you why I decided to center my business at the end of last year to be around cats and why I decided to go that direction and just give you a little bit more information about my business journey until now. So if we start with me as a person, I am autistic and my special interest has always been cats. Seeing a cat just brings me pure joy, and there's just something about them that just makes me kind of forget all my problems, and I just feel so much happiness when I see cats, when I look at their little feet and their ears and all their little different markings. So I've always been like that. I've always loved them. I got my first cat when I was 7. I think it was 7 or 8. We got some kittens. But even before that, I had stuffed animal cats, and I used to get cat toys from the pet shop and put them to bed and play with them as if they were real. And I also am an avid collector of cat memorabilia. So I collect ceramic cats, I have vintage cat postcards, I have cat stamps, I have loads of cat books. I will show you my favourite cat book here. So this is, I use this one. Oh, the cat's fallen down. Let's go back. There he goes. I will show you. This is my favorite cat book of all time. I bought it in a charity shop, and it just has so many amazing reference images. It has all the breeds you could think of, and this is the book that I make a lot of my cats from. I also do a lot of cat art, so I draw and I do illustration and paintings, and it all centers around cats. They just make me happy. I will never get bored of them. They just bring me so much joy, as I'm sure other cat lovers will relate to that as well. I have a rescue cat currently called Trixie, who we have had for 2 months. She is asleep next door. Maybe that will be another video, because I've already got distracted and gone off topic talking about cats. Yeah, cats are my special interest. I've always loved cats. And for some reason, I don't know why, I just never included it in. I never thought to make that centered around my business. I never put that part of me into the business. Um, I think I think it also stems again from being autistic. I've always struggled to kind of know who I am as a person, and my personality sometimes mirrors to other people. And I think I started sewing with felt kind of right at the start, um, but I got caught up in what I thought was popular at the time, and so I started doing nursery decor. It also coincided with I had a nephew that had just been born, so I made him a mobile, and I really enjoyed making him. So one of his first words was fish, so I really enjoyed making him some tropical fish. And it all kind of centered around that. And then it got really good reactions. I used to make a lot of baby mobiles. And yeah, so I never kind of, the cats was always separate. But like I say, because I've always been an artist and I've always created separate to sewing as well, I would always draw cats, I would always paint cats. But I've kind of kept that part of me separate, I think. Um, but I had a 2 year break from the business, in 2023, and then I restarted at the end of last year or last summer. So if you've been here a while, you may know that I have had this channel for a while, but it was a lot more generic, based around kind of sewing felt animals. But like I say, I had a 2 year break, and I didn't do anything creative for that time. I kind of really lost myself. I was going through kind of getting my mental health diagnosed because I've always struggled with that. And I was just very burnt out and just didn't have any kind of energy to put into creative projects, which is very unlike me as well. I was very lost at this time, because I've always done creative things. Um, but then I kind of started healing, and I got my autism diagnosis, and I started getting a little bit more comfortable with who I was again. And I started going to an art group, like a mental health one, and I would always paint a cat or I would create a cat. Whatever we were doing, I would make a cat, whatever medium it was. And everyone kind of came to know me as the cat lady. And I kind of, because I was feeling very inspired doing that, I kind of thought, why am I not doing this with my business? So um, I did a workshop, which was my first one at the end of last summer, and that had an amazing feed, that had an amazing reaction. And I just decided to kind of double down on that because it also, my work now feels the most authentic it ever has. And this is the most joy I've had creating. And also, I feel that I'm connecting with people more than I ever had because I think because I am being my true authentic self and this does bring me so much raw joy. um I think it just makes it easier to connect with people, doesn't it? And I've enjoyed so much connecting with all of you virtually already. So I've kind of just decided to double down on that and accept that I am a cat lady. That's what I've always been known as to other people as well. I get so many people send me pictures of something cat and they say, I saw this and thought of you. But I think, again, like I say, I've always struggled to kind of present myself and be confident in being my true self. So it's really nice to, now that I'm putting more of myself into the business, to have such a good reaction, and it's really inspiring. And I'm really excited to show you more um, as we go on. And if you would like to learn to make your own adorable felt cats, we do dogs too. We do all the pets. I do love dogs. They're very characterful and fun, and but cats are just, they just have my heart and they make me so happy. So if you would like to see more, please subscribe and follow along. And if you like cats too, then subscribe along.